I'm Adriana Alexander. Here are your headlines from Central Texas. After a Belton woman was diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer, dozens of people came together to help raise money for her treatment. On Saturday at the American Legion Post 55 in Belton, the community packed the building for a benefit supporting Jean Gregory. The event featured a cornhole tournament, raffles, auctions, and barbecue, all to help cover the cost of her upcoming surgery and cancer treatments. Gregory says she's learned of her diagnosis after a routine mammogram in June, and seeing the cost for her care shocked both her and her family.
Even with insurance, it's a staggering amount. It almost took my breath seeing what my estimate was for the surgery for this my portion in the bill alone. But we are very grateful.
The Gregory family encourages others to donate to local causes, as that money can help make a huge difference for families and survivors. And they also thanked every person who traveled near and far to support. Starting this weekend, Texas schools will have to use the wet bulb global temperature system to determine if it's safe for student athletes and marching bands to practice outside. Our Sydney Walker has more on how 2 local districts are preparing their coaches and students.
Practice makes perfect.
It's like lesson planning for your classroom. You're having a lesson plan for your practice.
But in the Texas heat, coaches may need to adjust.
It's the direction that we're going, and we're going to be safe with our athletes moving forward.
The UIL is now requiring the use of the wet bulb global temperature system.
Humidity, wind speed, temperature, sun angle, and cloud cover, which takes a lot more things into consideration versus your just typical heat index.
Temple ISD began using the system in 2023 using Periweather Tech.
If we're rolling into zone 1, 2, 3, gives us those alerts, and then we've also personalized that to let our coaches know exactly what restrictions they do have for each zone.
Waco ISD is now implementing the same.
You can log into whether it's Chavez Middle School, Waco High School, wherever, get the degree temperature and say these are the rules that you can follow today.
The results vary.
You can only practice for an hour. Maybe if you're the football team, you have to practice without shoulder pads.
But when the number says 92 or up,
that's a no-go. Stop everything, no outside workouts, no matter what.
It's about communication between trainers.
It's about just having a plan A, plan B, plan C.
And coaches.
We tend to practice in the afternoon. It's very tough trying to get high school kids up here at 5:30 in the morning.
And finding a good time to practice.
We may go out during the athletic period, try to get some work in, and then bring them after school to lift weights, watch film.
Football, cross country, tennis, and golf are all sports that are having to adjust their practice schedules. But it isn't just athletics.
The rule kind of is if Mr. Hatton's hot, then everybody goes inside.
Marching bands also fall under the new regulations.
A lot of times they'll show you with their face, like, and then it's like, okay, it's time to take a break.
It's about every student's safety.
Everybody wants to win, right? And a lot of times winning means practicing. And then maybe we get there and a kid gets hurt. It's not worth it.
Sydney Walker, 6 News.
Schools are also required to have equipment allowing for full body immersion in ice water on standby at all times to treat heat-related illnesses, but the UIL does not have the same requirements for games as the practices. And those are your headlines from Central Texas.